7 is Ross Randall. Number 8 is Paul Whale. Number 9 is Andy Bradley. Number 10 is Dave Knowles. Number 11, Ben Trevina. Number 12, Mike Brown. And number 13 is Rob Varelli. The substitutes for Canada, Jason Intro, Andy Mina, Kevin Castagna, and Jeff Holland. Under the Japanese side. Number 1 is Kichiro Nakashima. Number 2 is Suki Kanamura. Number 3 is Kevin Watson. Number 4 is Shiro Komori. Number 5 is Akira Ikonada. Number 6 is Gennady Inosin. Number 7 is Yoshi Okamura. Number 8 is Amani Komishie. Number 9 is Michael Watson. Number 10 is Tomoaki Wanatobi. Number 11 is Takafumi Umezono. Number 12 is Daisuke Kobayashi. Number 13 is Shuri Ogata. Andrew Williamson, Makoto Peruta, and Fabio Ali.
I know, we got here at 5:10.
Have you got the team sheet?
I've got a program indication. I don't know. No.
Trying to score for Canada, number 14, Jason Dimitri. Try converting by number 16, Kevin Desnaya. Scoreline Canada 6, Japan 0. Ladies and gentlemen, just for your information, Robin's Nest snack bar is now open. Robin's Nest snack bar is now open, serving food and hot and cold drinks.
So it's Japan with the put-in on the halfway line. But the Canadians just turning the scrum, and Japan will be looking to get possession. 6-0 to the Canadians, about 20 minutes gone. Some good handling from both these teams. And the referee judging the Canadians were offside. So the Japanese, great running skills, not the biggest of teams, but quick handling, a feature of their game. So the Japanese spent much of the opening few minutes camped on the Canadian line, but it was the Canadians who came back with the first try under the sticks. But defences at the moment largely with the initiative. Good change of direction, good line from the Japanese. Offensive line from the Canadians up quickly and back quickly. Oh, that's a nice little step, great little play, great inside pass, fabulous little try. It was Michael Watson from number 9 who made the initial break for the Japanese, and the supporting player, and absolutely the right position to take a very deft little inside pass to bring the Japanese right back into this game. 6 points to 4 with a conversion under the sticks, and the scorer was Williamson. Great play between number 9 and number 15. And a successful conversion, 6 points apiece.
The try converted by number 7, Sureshi Okamaru. Scoreline, Canada 6, Japan 6.
So that will certainly have lifted the Japanese spirits. Players talking to each other, making sure that they're standing in absolutely the right position to take this, to field this kick-off wherever it might go. And Nakashima does just that. He's one of his strong running forwards, makes it to the 20. Nice little cross-field run, probing little run. The Canadians, the bigger of the two teams physically. And the referee judging that that time the Canadians just infringed at the play of the ball. Is it Desnea who was picked out? So the penalty going the way of the Japanese, but not making it to touch and conceding possession. This is a good strong run down the right wing. That might be Warren at will look very close to us on the video, but it's a long way away on the far side of the pitch, and the Canadians find themselves inside the Japanese 20. Good, strong, straight running, good surging run. Trevina, perhaps. Excuse me if I get these pronunciations not as you would wish. Nice little interplay, scrum half involved. Good hands, but Japanese defence up quickly, struggling to put the men down. Simon acting half goes forward. Oh, and that's a nice try in the end. I think it was Whale who was there supporting. And the size of the Canadians just proving too much of a handful in that attack for the Japanese, who will regret, I think, not finding touch. Yes, Whale it is. Japan will regret not having found touch with their penalty, but still in this game. 6-10 at the moment. The Canadians in the lead. Well, Emerging Nations is the title of this World Series. Newcomers to Rugby League, these teams might be, but you can see in the formations that all the attributes are there to be built on in the coming years. It would be great to see Rugby League established in a major way in both these countries. So Wheeler converts. 12-6 to the Canadians.
Scoreline: Canada 12, Japan 6.
Oh, well taken on the full, but straight into touch, so a chance for the Japanese to get possession from this scrum. Possession they do get. Good long pass out. Nice little switch. Full back up in the line. Nakashima. Canadians, though, tackling very quickly, preventing the pass being made. Not that time, but the referee judging that the Canadians were all offside, and several of them up much too quickly. So 20 metres out, the Japanese have to decide whether to run it to go for the try, or no, they've decided that they'll take the 2 points if they can for the goal. So the kicker this time is going to be Nosey. Studies himself. Oh, he strikes that powerfully enough, but unfortunately it just goes off to the side of the post. But Japan should recover. Okamura. Canadians seem to be taking forever to let him get up to play the ball. Does now. Good line for the Japanese, all moving forward. The ball goes backwards though, still kept Kept safely by Japan. So it was Komori sweeping up. Now's a good line. Nice little dummy. Okamura. Good little runner. And full back up in the line, going forward purposefully into the 10-metre zone. Canadians' defence having to be alert. Japan take it ever closer. This is the last tackle? Working the left side move out to the left, and Canadians' defence at full stretch, and Japan so close, must be literally inches away. The forward takes it on his own, but the referee adjudging perhaps the play the ball was not right, or no, that there was a bit of an obstruction. Perhaps a little bit harsh, that decision, as at the end of it, had the play been allowed, then Japan would have scored a try, but not so. So the Canadians have the chance to clear the line. Japan's defence up quickly. Ball knocked down in the passing move. So Canada with the put in, goes to the short side to Warren out there on the right wing. Demitrim goes over to acting half, good crossfield run, posing a danger but snuffed out by Japan's defence. Strong running, good stand-up tackle, first of all by Inosi and then with support. Bringing down Varelli. Oh, good hands from Canada, but good defence from Japan. Little kick over into space. Canada running, but full back up quickly, makes it safely his, and then thinks he's found a little bit of open ground. Ball wrestled out. Referee says it was all right. It was a 1-to-1, so that could prove costly, because Nakashima had done everything right in making the ball safely his. Nice little reverse pass, then suddenly an increase in pace and tempo, leaving the Japan's defence a little bit stretched. But in the end, they do enough to bring down this particular Canadian attack, but men over for Canada on the right. Ball's going slowly eventually, but back into the middle. Good defence from Japan. Now more good handling from the Canadians, but excellent defence from Japan within their own 10-metre zone. And again, but the ball is released that time, puts pressure on the defenders. A long pass out. But again, Japan just making sure that Simon's wrapped up the shadow of the post. And at the end of all that, Japan come up with the ball, and credit has to go to that sterling defensive work that the Japanese did in that period of play. But Canada, having surrendered possession, have now made 2 tackles before Japan have been able to make any ground forward at all, but that time the referee judging that that was unfair. So a penalty going the way of Canada. No, it's not, it's going the way of Japan. And that is a very successful penalty into touch. So Japan have to work hard at getting this ball clear from inside their own half. But nice little change of direction, but 2 Canadian tattlers complete the tackle. Oh, that's unlucky. Good purposeful run forward, but the pass going to ground think it was Ogata trying to do the right thing, draw his men into a tackle and then release the ball, but couldn't get it away successfully to a waiting pair of Japanese hands. Michael Watson going down into the number 9 position in the scrum. On Simon there dropping the ball. So Japan sticking to their task. Unfortunately, that time it was Okamura who wasn't able to take the ball cleanly. So the Canadians have the put in. Good attacking position. Good tackle. Still working this side near to... Oh, that was a great break. Oh, creating an opening from nowhere and great pace. And was there a try after all that? Well, I think if we had the video referee, he'd have to look at that one, but no video referee. The flag went down afterwards, and that was great pace from a standing start to break the first line of defence, and a try from absolutely nothing that was worthy of a much bigger audience than are here today. But excellent score for the Canadians. According to the man on the tannoy, well, perhaps when we have a look at the video we can just get that absolutely right. 16-6 though the score. Oh, that's a nice little quick kick-off from Japan, putting pressure on Simon. But Japan couldn't pick the ball up cleanly. Now, might have seen that as a put into Japan if the first knock-on had been from Canada. As it is, it's Canada who get away from that scrum very quickly. I think it was Varelli who made that break. And Canada looking to move the ball. Japan sticking to their tackling duties. But Canada for the minute seem to have gone up a gear or two, going forward with great purpose now and at some pace. Big man, Varelli. That's a good kick. It's going deep. Well taken though by Kanimura. Sets off cross field but can't elude the chaser. That's a good positive run out of defence, met by equally positive tackle. Nice little step, but didn't fool the tackler that time. So Japan going for the big kick, and it certainly turns the Canadian fullback, Whaler, having to go back, but leaves it to his wingman, who sells a nice little dummy before he sets off upfield and is put down. Important tackle that from Japan's point of view, because there could have been clear ground. Referee perhaps a little bit harsh then, because it was unclear whether the tackle was complete or not. Oh, that's a great little inside step by Varelli again, who's very prominent in this particular period of play and has made an excellent 25 metres with that surging run. And Van der Hoek going forward. Good handling from the Canadians, taking them almost to the 20. Now this is a good line. Oh, One break from the attacking line, and that is another super try for Canada. Excellent try. It might have been Mackenzie, but an excellent try. The break in the line came 20 metres out, and then it needed pace. Yeah, Dave Mackenzie. Excellent try. Passing across the line from the Canadians was very good from left to right, and when Mackenzie got the ball, he stepped his first line of defence and then had a run in, still under pressure, but suddenly found an extra yard of space which took him clear to extend the Canadian lead. 20 points to 6. And successful as a consequence, and that score coming vitally from the Canadian point of view on the stroke of half time. So after a promising start, Japan well in it for the first 20 odd minutes at 6 points each, and it's only in the last 5 minutes of this second half that they conceded 2 scores in quick succession to leave the half-time score at Japan 6, Canada 22. So it's the Canadians who get things underway in the second half. And a good kick from Japan, good chase. But Nakashima picks it up and sets off at great pace. Good clearing run from him. Excellent clearing run. Oh, that's a great surging run from, I think it's Furuta. Nice little dummy from Inozi. Good hands. Japan, nice little pass. Release of the ball in the tackle, but the Canadian defence very good. Kobayashi that time tackled, still inside. However, the Canadian half, nice long pass out, great long pass. Furuta though tackled on the Canadian 30, so he's going for a kick from Okamura. Comfortably taken by Whaler. But this is a good period of play from Japan, holding Canadians. Canadians scoring 2 tries towards the end of the first half. But much of this first 11 minutes of the second half has belonged to Japan territorially. Solid tackling like that, and again like that. Imazono doing enough first of all to put the Canadian attacker off balance, forcing the kick, and the kick's running and running. That has to be played. That's a great chase. Furuta seemed to take a long time to get back and pick it up, but did so safely. Perhaps just had a bit of an injury, perhaps not. So Japan just taking a few extra seconds to get back in position, and that's what they have done. Now they're organised again. Good line. Ball drop though. Referee brings them back for the knock-on. So Fujita having a big part in this second half. Now change on the Canadian side. It's the Captain Brown who leaves the field for a minute or two, as the Canadians have first opportunity of this second half to put pressure on the Japanese defence, and from inside the 20 have a real good scoring opportunity. Sensing the line, just gone up a little notch. There's a little short side move. Over the balls goes down, but picked up by a supporting player. And the Canadians so close. It was Dimitriou who went up the short side and nearly got over himself. Now, long line, men over, big overlap that side. Canadian defence though good, and snatched it up. Nice little pass, great little counter-attack from Japan. Great defence all the way over to Landoni for Canada, but then good play from Japan, and in 2 plays they've got themselves inside the Canada half. Great counter-attack from Japan, and a great line from them, all wanting the ball over here. Good play, solid hit defensively, but Japan going forward. Great determination, but at the end of it, unfortunately, Kobayashi knows that perhaps he should have stayed in the field of play. But a great counter-attack from inside their own 20 for Japan. When it looked as though there was an overlap for Canada to go over and score, they found something, a little bit extra energy on defence, have Japan to clear their own lines. Now, Canada running again, but the ball dropped at the first play. So, another opportunity for Japan. No, this is their last match in this tournament. And have an opportunity now perhaps to put some second half points on the board. So Okamura puts the ball in. And it comes out. Tackled as he passes. Nakashima in the line. He's put down. Oh, Williamson's there, dummy half. First time I think we've seen him. Good strong running from Agata. Japan close in. That time it's Kobayashi. Only 10 metres out. The little surge from close in, but unfortunately slips just as he looked as though he might have been able to get clear. Good long pass out. That's well taken, and that's an excellent try. That's try well deserved. It was Nakashima who was on the end of it. That was an excellent team try, team determination, right from the defensive duties that actually started to move way back inside their own half. So, and at the end of it, it was richly deserved, stretching the Canadian defence and just finding that little bit of extra speed to create the opening and score the second try for Japan that was well received, warmly received by the crowd this afternoon.
By number 7, Tsuyoshi Okamura.
So with a successful conversion, 12-22 will lift Japanese hearts and spirits. 17 minutes of the second half gone. And is there a major fight back in the offing?
Scoreline Canada 22, Japan 12.
Okay, it's Weiler who gets it underway. Nice take by Japan. Oh, that's a good surge forward. Makes only a few metres, but pulls in the tacklers, and then the referee, having seen something, seen the ball drops. And the Japanese player very disappointed about that. A little disbelieving that the scrum has been given, because that certainly stops the Japanese momentum for the moment, because it's Canada who have the put in. As their captain Brown returns. Oh, forceful little run from base of the scrum. Van der Hoek. More strong running. Now Japan's defence is going to have to be at full stretch inside their own 20. Van der Hoek, good pass on, but good tackling from Japan. There's Brown involved immediately in his return. Oh, but look at that. Look at that. Everybody moving up quickly. But I think is that Dimitriou. Just staying on his feet, hanging onto the ball, and then suddenly finding that he could shake off his tackler and get into the clear. Oh, that was sweetly struck, and successfully as well by Weller, his third. 28-12.
The try converted by number 1, Stephen Wheeler. Scoreline Canada 28, Japan 12.
So Japan get going quickly. Well, Warren not adjudged to be finally put down. Dimitri, who sets off again. Good strong running from him. Elusive running. The Canadians just stepped up a gear. But Japan clinging on. Varelli that time taking it forward. Kick. Oh, that's a good kick from Van der Hoek to the danger zone. Japan. Ah, and there's a real chance now for Japan. Oh, that's a high tackle. It wasn't vicious, but that has got to be at least a 10-minute period off the field. However unintentional. So the kick rescued by that man who received a big knock for his trouble, Komori, but shrugging it off. And Japan just happy to get on with this game. Oh, that's a good surging run from Watanabe. Canada having to tattle with determination, keep Japan out. Good pass, great pass into it, excellent flowing rugby, superb rugby league, great pace and panache. And the Canadian defence at the end though, just good enough to prevent a score, but that looked very, very good. Not just prevent a score, coming up with the ball. Excellent flowing rugby from Japan. Just unlucky that they couldn't convert it into what would have been probably the best try of the afternoon so far. As it is, the Canadians regroup and work the ball out of their own defence. Japan still going forward, and that will be a put in to a knock on by Desnier. So Japan, after that flowing movement, will feel that there's still at least another try left for them in this game. Nakamura feeds the scrum, it's out quickly, sets off on a run, nice little inside pass. He knows he can't quite break the defensive line. But good movement from Japan. Oh, that pass out, unfortunately going behind the intended recipient. It was Nakashima who was up in the line. All the skills are there. It would be a major triumph for Rugby League if it could get a hold in Japan. The ability's there without a doubt. Inoue having to receive some attention. So he's replaced by Michael Watson, who comes back on the field. Oh, and Japan have the ball from the scrum. So 10 metres out. Good lines. Excellent line. Stays in the field of play, goes backwards but kind of snap it up, and unfortunately another opportunity goes a-begging. Canada just looking a little bunch for the first time, but that doesn't stop. Nice little release of the ball by Desnier, I think it was, in the previous tackle. Now it's a good line, but there's a space up the middle. Oh, but the ball goes down and referee pulls it back, quite rightly. But from nothing, the Canadians have found half an opening. And that was interesting. It was Agata who was looking at Fioruta and saying, come on. Fioruta, who dropped the ball in the previous attack. Agata, good running from him. Oh, nice little step. Japan going forward, the ball comes out. Japan still make it theirs. But the knock-on given. So the Canadians with the put-in. And Japan are having a good second half. 6-all the second half score. 26 minutes gone. And the penalty going the way of Japan. 40 metres out. So my kicker Okamura finds an excellent touch on the 10-metre line and gives Japan an excellent attacking platform. Oh, nice little use of the dummy runner. Japan getting close. They're on the toes. Another nice little surge. So close. Canadian defence though. Standing firm at the moment. Nice quick hands. And a try for Japan. Excellent try. But after all that, the referee are judging that the potential scorer was held up, that couldn't ground the ball. And a bit of frustration there. And a little bit of fisticuffs setting in. Frustration at the disappointment of the try not being awarded. So quickly sorted out. But that's just how much this game matters to these guys. And I think Japan will feel understandably frustrated that that score didn't count, because it really was... It came at the end of another period of flowing rugby. But they will have the put in again at the scrum. Canadian defence standing firm. So I don't know how much English is spoken out there. Now, the crowd certainly appreciating this Japanese efforts as the underdogs. Nice little dummy move, so close. That's good rugby league thinking and brain. Canadians getting back quickly. And up and tackling quickly. Good defence from Japan. Good defence from Canada. Again, Japan probing all the time. Canada on the toes defensively. And still not able to get through that defensive line. So close in. Going out right. Pass out. Tackling made. Another good pass on. Japan straightening up. And so close. Now it's the last one. And Japan virtually on the line. How close can you get without scoring? Nah, that's a good kick. Is it just a little bit too far? So, in those situations, the credit goes to the defence for keeping the attacking team out, but Japan worked really hard and just demonstrated they've got rugby league brains and skill there, and were unlucky not to come up with a 4-pointer. But look how quickly they are into tackle. Great stamina, no obvious sign at this stage of the game that either of these teams is tiring. Being played at great pace. A drop ball by Canada, so Japan recover the possession and have another go. Oh, that's good strong running by Ogata. Again inside the Canadian 20. Good hands out to the left. Oh, and just staying in field of play. Good hands. Great play that was by Komori when it looked as though the ball was going out. But for all that Canadian defence is standing firm. Japan trying to get over, still can't get over, and the Canadian defence forces the Japanese attacker out of play. Japan really giving it their all. Camped inside the Canadian 10-metre area over these last few minutes. And when they look back, we'll realise just how close they've been to scoring at several occasions. But Canada come up with the ball. Japan now have to do the tackling. Out quickly by Canada. Japan make those tackles count. Going up quickly. Japan not shirking their duties in the tackling department. And the referee seeing that one as, I think, as a forward pass. I would be inclined to agree with that. And another opportunity from the scrum for Japan to score another try. 31 minutes gone in this second half. Nice pass, nice change of direction. A lot of skills out there. The ball goes down and forward. Canada can't pick it up cleanly. It was Whale who was just a little frustrated with himself. And I think Ogata's a little disappointed that it's not Japan who's getting the put in. Oh, great release of the ball during the tackle. Puts pressure always on the defending side when men are drawn into the tackle. Both these teams have worked tirelessly in this game. And now it's Canada who coming forward in numbers. Captain Brown with the ball, but taken down. But Canada on with it so quickly. In the form of Van der Hoek that time. And into the Japan's half, a rare visit in the second half. They have scored one try, however, of Canada in the second half. Oh, that's the kick going deep. Oh, taken nicely by Nakashima, judging the bounce well. Setting off on a mazy little run. Another important few metres forward. Oh, that's a good surge up the middle. Forward, positive, straight. Now this is a good line. Little kick. Oh, but well taken over this side by Canada. Nice change of tactics by Japan. In other circumstances, that ball could have bounced very sweetly for them. But not that time. And Mackenzie has the chance, first of all, to clear his lines. Ooh. Well, that seemed as though that could have been an elbow by Knowles and trying to push off his tackler. No, not by Knowles, by Desnier. Ball lost during the tackle. Oh, an ambitious pass out, but this is great hands from Japan. Can't quite elude the tackles from Canada, though. Canada's tackling has been steady throughout. So we've got a feast of rugby today. 3 games. All the emerging nations are in action during today. This is the first of the games. Morocco and the USA next, and Great Britain and Italy contest the final this evening. Canada sticking to their tackling duties. Good hands from Japan. Good kick over into space, but that defensive line for Canada makes sure that the ball's there. Good chase though from Japan. Weiler put down just outside his 40. Tough guys. This is the time of the game when fatigue is likely to take over, if it is going to. Particularly when the little men have got to keep the smaller team, which is what Japan undoubtedly is, have to tackle all that harder against the bigger men. But tackling is just what they are doing, sticking to the tasks manfully. It's the last tackle. Little kick through. Ricochets back to Canada. Referee says it's still the last one, so another kick ahead. This time ball just goes out of play. So referee says that will be a scrum down. So Canada finishing this game just the stronger of the two teams in terms of possession and position. But it's been an excellent contest throughout. Japan having the better of the early stages, even though Canada got the first score. And then it was something of a purple patch for Canada towards the end of the first half, which laid the platform 22-6 at half-time. But in the second half, it really has belonged to Japan in many, many ways. They've had one try, then one try disallowed. And in a rare attack from Canada, they came up with the all-important try points, 28-12. The margin of the score so far. But both these teams, oh, that's a great little break. Excellent play. Oh, so unlucky. So unlucky was Nakashima that he couldn't stay on his feet, because that was a great break up the middle. But an injury at the end of it. And that indicates this purpose and commitment that both these teams have. Getting on with it all the time. And Weller really struggling. The knock, it looks on his ankle. So Canada will feel well pleased with the result, and that's sad to see, isn't it? It's not Weller, is it? It's Nakashima. He did so well with that break, did Nakashima, only to get a knock at the end of it. So, a couple more minutes to go. Is it Canada who are going to finish the game with a try? Oh, that's a great surge. Oh, great pace. And from nothing, great inside pass going to ground. That shouldn't be allowed. It was forward pass. But Warren showing great pace. Almost finished the game with a sensational score. But the referee, with the assistance of the touch judge, rightly deciding that his inside pass went forward. But in all that, you have to congratulate the defence of Japan. Didn't let Warren go, stuck to him all the time, and did enough to prevent a try being scored. And now here they are running themselves, and there's great hands from Japan, great hands along the line, and a kick ahead, but the kick goes straight out on the full. But that was a promising super counter attack right on the 40 minutes. So we can only congratulate Canada for the victory today, but equally we have to congratulate Japan for a super contribution to what has been an intriguing, enthralling game of rugby league, of two fairly even teams, with Canada just having the breaks in the first half to produce the tries that have given them this scoreline of 28 points to 12. So we can only hope that the experience for both these teams And the final hooter, the victory 28-12, they will take back to their countries. I hope that they've enjoyed their tour to England and they go back and spread the game of Rugby League. Final score is Japan 12, Canada 28, and an extremely enjoyable game of Rugby League.